Morning. Today the plan is to head back into Toronto after being out of Toronto for, I want to say, almost a week. I was checking out Algonquin Park, so back in town, back into Toronto today. Got some stuff planned this week, so should be fun. First, I do have to go dump my gray tank, but heading back into town. Let's go. Back in Toronto, same spot here as last week. I stayed here a couple nights before, so nice spot right outside the city. Well, kind of in, I guess outside of downtown, but figured same spot again. I'm gonna go for a bit of a walk. It's right on the lake here, so super nice. Do that before making some dinner tonight. The weather's been pretty nice here the last little while, and by nice I mean sunny and warm. And it hasn't been crazy hot, like it's highs maybe 30, but it's very humid and muggy, so it feels a lot worse than it actually is, which isn't always great. And I don't have AC in the van, which is the one thing I wish I would put in there, but it was a little too expensive adding an AC unit in there. But so just roll the windows down and hopefully there's enough wind to cool everything down. So you can hear that noise. I don't know if that's a bird or what, but I've heard it here quite a bit. I have no idea what it is, but the fact that it's not like, I don't know, a bird chirping and it's like a constant noise is kind of weird to me, but maybe I'll look it up after and figure out what it is. It was a nice walk. I biked basically the same route last week, I think it was. So this time I walked, didn't go as far because there's actually a bridge in there that's closed during the week but open on the weekends. So on the weekend you can go a bit further, but yeah, good walk. I'm sweating like crazy Make some dinner. Alright, today's plan is to go into town and go check out Toronto's Center Island. And I do gotta take a little ferry there, so basically drive into town, park the car, and then go take a little ferry over. There's a little, from what I know, there's some shops and stuff, and there is an amusement park on the island. For the rest, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna walk on the ferry and then check it out. Spot where I camped last night is really nice because it's like 15 minutes from town. So I put in Google Maps to the little ferry terminal I gotta take, and it said 15 minutes, but then you spend 25 minutes driving around looking for a parking spot, so. Ferry coming across, you basically have 3 options because the island has 3 different ferry terminals. So basically your ticket, you can choose any ferry you want, and then you can take any one you want back. So I figured I'd go to the one and walk to the other end and then take that one back later. So I'm taking technically 2 different ferries, but it was only about 10-15 minutes on the ferry, and then got to the island. Walking on the boardwalk. I didn't really do my research before coming to the island. I just figured I'd take the ferry and check it out. So there's actually quite a lot of houses here. I don't know if people live here year round or if it's just, you know, summer homes and whatnot. And there's quite a bit of restaurants and all that. So went and had a beer at one of them. And then I'm just kind of walking around checking everything out. Lots of people riding their bikes, and you can also rent those 4-wheeled bikes that fit 4 people. And everyone's pedaling, if that makes sense. So, just kind of checking everything out. Awesome being right on the beach. Super nice. Right on the lake. Hi Algonquin Park. I'm gonna try and catch this ferry back. I was gonna stay a bit longer, and then I just realized I only paid for parking till 6 o'clock, so we'll see if I can get on this one. If not, then I am gonna be late, but hopefully it should be fine. Back to the other side. Looking at how long this lineup is behind me, I highly doubt I'll be getting on this ferry. Probably pick the busiest times to go across, coming onto the island and also leaving. I should maybe done an earlier day today, but I don't know how, but I managed to get on that last ferry back across, so it was jam-packed, but got here. Now, plan is just to go back to where I camped last night, have some dinner and call it a night. I think I'm gonna end the video there. See you in the next one.